Keir Starmer has said it is time to put boots on the ground in Ukraine. Well, I've been listening to the old radio today, yeah. LBC radio in the UK, yeah. Or broadcasting from the UK, because I'm in France, you see. And listen to these people calling in on LBC radio. It varies from presenter to presenter. They seem to attract different sides of the political spectrum. But the majority of them are stupid. They really are. As a majority. They're worrying about the wrong things. The things we should be worrying about if everything else was okay. And I include the NHS in that. Oh, we shouldn't be spending money in Ukraine when we've got, we've got all these people sleeping on the streets and... Well, quite frankly, if you don't defend your own borders, which extend past your borders, unless you want missiles on your borders, or gunboats, as far as we're concerned, Vincent Island, well, then you need to think further afield. Now, Keir Starmer has said it's now time to put boots on the ground in Ukraine. I say it's late. Too late. Quite frankly, we should have done that ages ago. And right across the board, right across the European Union, we could have nipped it in the bud. Vladimir Putin might threaten, but the likelihood of him going full-on nuclear is slim. Because that's annihilation. Annihilation, that'd be him gone and all. And his kid's gone. One of his daughters lives in the Netherlands, I believe. So why would he do it? He's a bit completely that madman. Vladimir Putin is not a madman. He's not a madman. He's not stupid. He's not like Donald Trump. He's calculated. For all the wrong reasons, he's a very clever bloke. A very horrible, clever bloke. In fact, he's like a nemesis. Anyway. It's true that Keir Starmer offers to put British boots on the ground in Ukraine. It's only just been put online. And I say we should have done it ages ago. I think it's irresponsible not to. I really do. I'm not saying that the United States should have done, but I think that we should have done, Britain and in the EU. Whether it be French, German, you name it, we should have done something more than what we've done. We really should have. I've actually said it before, but I don't normally do videos about war. But that's my feeling. And if I got called up, which I probably wouldn't anyway, but, I suppose they could use me as a cannonball, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Or cannon fodder. But I'd be there. I'd be there to, if I could. Well, they're not going to anyway. It's a silly thing to say, really, and that, because it's important for my children's security. Now, Zelensky has said just yesterday, I might be that this morning actually, that the likelihood is that if the US pulls out of NATO, Russia will walk into Ukraine and then into maybe Estonia and so on and so on. But start with the smaller European countries first. And one by one, it'll take over. Which is a very narrow-minded view for the United States to not think that's important to prevent. So anyway, Keir Starmer is expected to meet with the orange one, Donald Trump. Yes, I don't mind him meeting up with him, as long as he don't suckle on old Donny's chocolate starfish, if you know what I mean. So UK Prime Minister expect to meet with Trump this month. And that's quite inappropriate in this video, actually. I'll carry on. And try to persuade US President of Europe's readiness to help secure peace. So, Keir Starmer has offered to put British boots on the ground in Ukraine, and he tries to convince the US President Donald Trump that Europe is ready to play a key role in securing peace. Now, the British Prime Minister wants to act as a bridge between Washington and Europe against a backdrop of deepening transatlantic tensions over Ukraine, defence, trade and free speech. That absolutely winds the hell out of me. It really does, right? Because this is absolutely ridiculous. The country that is literally, oh, let's say for X, for instance, he likes to delete accounts and block people and shadow ban them. You know, Elon Musk with his X account, you know, regarding free speech. Donald Trump is pretty much shutting down any speech whatsoever, especially within the government. There's no free speech with Donald Trump. He's actually breaking the First Amendment continuously. Starmer will attend a summit hosted by France's President Emmanuel Macron. People keep calling Macron. He's not a Macron. Or Macroni. Or Macron. Macron. Don't pronounce the N. On Monday to discuss Europe's role in ending the war in Ukraine, amid signs Trump is sidelining the continent. Ahead of the meeting, he put pressure on other European countries to deploy troops to Ukraine after a ceasefire, saying Britain was ready and willing to contribute to security guarantees to Ukraine by putting our own troops on the ground if necessary. Now that is quite a big statement. Quite a big statement. That, quite frankly, get me an awful lot of had a bit of grief. He's going to get attacked left, right, and centre. Now, what's also going to happen is you're going to get likes of Nigel Farage, who's going to use this as a way to say, well, you know, I've got a relationship with Donald Trump. Well, this wouldn't happen. Like Donald Trump is saying regarding Joe Biden, the war would never start if I was the president, which is a load of bollocks. And all this squit about NATO on the border and Ukraine possibly joining NATO, that had nothing to do with this invasion. Nothing. This is all to do with Russian expansion. He said that. He said that in the past, in interviews. He feels that it has been stolen from Russia. Bit by bit, he's been chipping at it. We should have done something back in 2014, but we didn't. Ridiculous. So foolish. You have to deal with these bullies front on. Just like the Scots do with their flippin' kilts. They put them straight up like that. Little thingy. Anyway, it scares off the enemy. Well, it didn't carry on. Yeah, up the Khyber. Well, movie reference. Leave it in the comments down below if you know which one I'm talking about. I just did. I just told you. Didn't I? Blinking idiot. Oh, blimey. The Paris meeting was it? Well, it was basically there was a meeting in Paris, and they're all going to be discussing all shit. So at time I'm making this video, but it's just now. Emmanuel Macron has actually talked like this before regarding boots on the ground in Ukraine. I think saying we need to do more. This is when you lance the boil, okay, it heals much faster instead of exploding everywhere. If you know what I mean. It can be really messy and nasty. And that's kind of what's happened now. We left it too long. We should have given Ukraine some proper support right at the beginning. Never mind, we've got obviously the sanctions and stuff like that was done. You should just within a certain period of time, at least within 6 months, we should have actually said, okay, this is serious. Now we need, well, serious anyway. But you know what I mean, it's they need our help, not just money, not just munitions. They need help. They need manufacturing. They need lots of stuff. You know, all the United States has been doing is basically selling their shit or getting rid of old stockpiles. 70% of what they're giving Ukraine is old stuff that had had to been decommissioned, got rid of. And it's just gives opportunity to make more, which means corporations make shitloads of money, paid for by the little people. Anyway, what do you reckon? Do you think the United Kingdom, along with other European states, should literally walk into, not walk, but get, maybe parachute troopers or something, I don't know. Or maybe get the Avengers in, I don't know. Anyway, to help Ukraine. Because I think it's gone too long. They need some serious help, and quite frankly, it is in our interest to do it. It really is. I think so anyway. I'm not an expert on this, but I think you see it in your eyes, can't you? You know, everything that's going on and how it's Russia's making ground, and they're going on about, oh, I don't want Ukraine on my border with as a member of NATO, but they're happy to take Ukraine and put Poland on their border, who is a member of NATO. It makes no sense. That's all bollocks. It's got nothing to do with that. And hearing that argument again and again and again and again, trying to get Ukraine to join NATO. No, it's got bug all to do it. That's an excuse. Anyway, you tell me what you think. Please leave it in the comments down below. But please beat the like button and maybe subscribe to the channel and little bell icon, so you get a warm fuzzy feeling in your pocket every time I upload another video. You want to watch only the Patreon, they'll buy us a coffee, and the links are down below. There's also a suit fancy thingy as well. Yeah, it helps, helps us keep our heads above water so I can carry on making videos. Or I'd have to do something else, wouldn't I? Blimey. Flipping the hell. Crikey. Anyway, love to the family.